All right, hello everybody. Welcome to homeschooling, right? 101. I am not a homeschool teacher. I'm a public school teacher. But we are currently all in this same homeschooling boat. Okay, I have my kids doing homeschool and I'm working from home, which most everybody is at this point. So I wanted to talk to you today about, we're going to do lots of things today, but one thing I wanted to say is parents. I'm making these videos for my students, but also for parents, okay? Because I know that the struggle is real when you are trying to teach math to your kids and they say, but that's not how my teacher does it. That's not how I do it. That's okay. Kids, listen to your parents, okay? There's more than one way to do the same math problem. If you've been in one of my classrooms, you know that. We talk lots and lots about there's more than one way to solve the same problem. And everybody's brain works different. My brain might work different than your brain and vice versa, and that's okay. Okay, so kiddos, again, if your parents are showing you a way, it's not wrong. It might be different, but it's not wrong, okay? So as long as you get the same answer, then how we get there is fine. Parents, I'm going to talk today about long division on this video. I'm going to do a series of videos. But I also wanted to give you a little bit of my background. Currently, I am a 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade math intervention teacher for my district and campus. This is my 16th year teaching. 5 of those years were in a self-contained 2nd grade classroom, and the rest of my teaching experience has been in 4th grade math, and then now this position. All right, so let's get started. This little ring right here, it's backwards for me. This little ring that you see right here is my ring light, just because there was not enough light in here. Okay, so let's talk about what I call column division. I've heard it called window pane, lots of other different ways to call it. But it's all the same, okay? It's all long division, and it's about how we get there. What's the process look like? Okay, for parents, we, including myself, learned how to do long division similarly to, let's say, we'll do this. Okay, let's say 763 divided by 5. Okay, looks like this. Okay, and we, adults, parents, and some students also, learned long division like this. Okay, 5 goes into 7 one time. 5 times 1 is 5. Subtract gives me 2. Bring down the 6. Bring down the 5. 5 times 5 is 25. And you repeat the pattern over and over again. Okay? 2, 3, and then this becomes my remainder. Okay? Now, nothing wrong with this method at all. Okay. Now, I will say that students who struggle, my kiddos that I see a lot, or kiddos who are first getting to do long division, this whole bringing down numbers, make sure everything's lined up correctly. What am I dividing? When am I dividing? When am I subtracting? Ooh, they're so confused. Okay. So I found another way. I did not invent this way. And you may have seen it online. I found this other way to teach your struggling kiddos, or any kiddo for that matter, how to do this in a less messy way, if you will. Okay? And so I'm going to show that to you today. Now, I will say that when I first saw this method, I was like, absolutely not. That's crazy. No. But the more I did it, it made so much more sense. My kids are successful. And it's my go-to way now. All right, so let me show you what this looks like. Okay, we're gonna use the same problem. Okay. All right, now I know before we start, I will say this new column division, what I call column long division, okay, can be done with 1-digit divisors, 2-digit divisors, and so on, with decimals. And it really helps our kids to keep their numbers lined up and things like that. So let's get started. All right, so here's how I teach my kiddos to do this. They have a paper, and I will upload this paper to you, okay, that has multiple of these set up, okay? So it looks kind of like this with just a bunch of blanks. All right, so we have 763 divided by 5. We're dividing by a one-digit divisor, okay? That means each of my numbers of my dividend gets its own column. So I'm going to put the 7 here, put the 6 here, and the 3 here, okay? Now I teach my struggling students also because typically my struggling students have not memorized their multiplication facts. I'm using a pretty familiar factor here, so I would have the kids write out the multiples of their divisor on the side, okay? So we're always going to start with times 0 because we do multiply by 0 sometimes, okay? Times 1, times 2, times 3, and so on. Okay, eventually, we don't write this part down. We just write our multiples of 5. So 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, and so on all the way to 9. Okay? We're not going past 9 because we will only put a one digit in our quotient up here at a time. I'm missing number 7, 8, 9. There we go. 40, 45. Okay. So I'm going to teach you this in a way that seems elementary, if you will. I'm going to go very baby step with you. All right. So I have 5. I want to see how many times is 5, how many groups of 5 I can make with 7. Right now we're ignoring these two numbers. Okay, I tell my kids, put a little multiplication sign right there. All right, so I have 7 things. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now I want to know how many groups of 5 can I make with 7 things. Okay, we write these dots out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I can make 1 group, and I'm going to have 2 left over. That means 1 group of 5, or 5 times 1, gives me 5. Okay, and I have 2 left over. This is why we're dividing. This is how we're dividing. Okay, here's where column division is different. Instead of bringing this 6 down, we're gonna send the 2 next door. So I'm gonna take these leftovers, right? And we're gonna give them to the next number here. So now I'm gonna do 26 divided by 5. If I have 26 things, how many groups of 5 can I make? And for your kids who are just learning this, you need to think about this. They need to know what am I doing here? Oh, I have 26 things, I need to make groups of 5, okay? Okay, there's 26 things, if you will. Okay, I'm gonna make groups of 5. So here we're gonna make groups of 5. And this is very tedious. Okay, I understand that, but we're gonna go slow and make sure we understand what we're doing. All right, so how many groups did I make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have this little guy left over. So 5 groups of 5 gives me 25 things, if you will. So 5 times 5, 5 groups of 5, means I circled 25 items, and I have 1 left over. So 26 minus 25 is 1. Okay, again, I'm going to give this 1 next door, and now I have 13. Again, I have 13 things. Okay, and I'm going to make groups of 5. 1 group, 2 groups, and I have 3 left over. I don't have to make another group yet. So 5 times 2 groups gives me 10 items I circled, and I have 3 left over. Okay, I have no other numbers to give anything to, so this number becomes my remainder. Okay, remainder 3. I know. What did she just do? That's crazy math right there, right? Crazy math. That's what we do. We do crazy math around here. Okay. Are we there? Let's do another one. I'm going to do it underneath. We're going to keep this one here. Okay. Let me get a different color marker here. And let's do something different. We'll stick with our divisor 5. Let's do, I don't know, 6,324 divided by 5, okay? Now we have a 4-digit dividend. That's totally fine. Move that the other way. Okay, we're just gonna have an extra column. Not a big deal, okay? My divisor is still 5. We're still dividing by 5, okay? Each number gets its own column. So 6, and then a 3, and then a 2, and a 4. Okay? All right. Same idea. Okay? You have 6 items. We want to make groups of 5. So how many groups of 5 can I make? Okay? I can make 1 group. Because I can't make 2 groups, I don't have enough. I only have 6. So 5 times 1 is 5. Subtract. I'm going to send this 1 next door, which is going to give me 13. Okay? 5 times what? Gets me close to 13. Okay? Without going over. We don't want to go over because we only have 13 items. So I have 2. 2 groups. 2 groups gives me 10. 5 times 2 is 10. I'm going to subtract that. And I'm going to have 3 left over. Okay? Give it to the neighbor. Repeat. 32. 5 times what? Gets me close to 32. Or you can ask yourself, how many groups of 5 can I make with 32 items? Well, I can make 6 groups because 5 times 6 is 30. Subtract. Gives you 2. And we're going to give that next door. Same idea. 24. 5 times what? Gives me close to 24. Well, 25 is real close, but does that work? No. Why? Right. Because 25 is too big. Okay. So we can actually make 4 groups of 5. And we're going to have 4 left over. Okay, I have no other numbers to give this 4 to. So this 4 is going to become my remainder. Okay? All right. This is with 1-digit divisors. Okay? I'll make another quick video for us with dividing by 2-digit divisors. Okay? Here in Texas, we only 4th grade, this is as far as you're going to go. You're not going to have a 2-digit divisor. You're only always going to divide by a 1-digit divisor. Okay, in 5th grade, you'll move up to a 2-digit divisor. You'll also be dividing by decimals. Okay, and we'll go over that in a different video. All right, I hope that's helpful. Reach out to me if you have any questions. I'll post this in our Google Classroom, and you can comment there, or in our Google Classroom, you can also find my email address if you would like to send me a question. All right, have a great day. Good luck, everybody.